Hello, cousins. Bobby, Brendan, Bill, Bernard, boy Corey, girl Corey. Papa Boyle once said, stay in the middle. That's where it's safe. That's where we thrive. That's Iowa.
All right, this is it. Rock Hard Caucus episode 254. Evan's back from vacation.
I sure am.
How was it?
Not sure if I'm ready to podcast. It was pretty good for the most part. I was down in North Carolina for the first time. Took my first plane flight.
Yeah.
Got to see the ocean for the first time. An ocean for the first time.
Yeah, there's like 5 or 6 of those, right? Oceans?
Yeah, there's a couple of them, from what I understand.
Yeah. Were you in a window seat or an aisle seat on the plane?
The first flight I was on the aisle seat, and then after that I was like, I want the window seat, and then I was loving it. I was actually quite happy to be on the plane, was not scared. Every time they were like, there might be some turbulence, I'm like, yes, I like it. I love the turbulence. It's like being on a roller coaster a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. You get a little bit of the jumpiness.
Yeah. And I got to see it. I got to fly at night, and I got to see some fireworks from the air, like as we were taking off from Chicago. It was pretty sick.
Why were there fireworks going off?
I don't know.
Huh.
I can't tell. Everything is so tiny from the air.
Yeah. How close were you to the wing of the plane when you were in the window seat?
Pretty close. I could see the engine, and if I tilted my head, I could see out the back, or see the wing.
Did you see like a gremlin on the wing or anything? That's what I was most worried about for you.
No, I did not see any gremlins. I just saw like a blinking light on the tip of the wing. That's about it.
Okay, so you did not have a William Shatner Twilight Zone experience. That's
no,
good.
I did not.
It's terrible when that happens on your first flight ever, but once you're a bit more seasoned, then you can kind of handle like, there's a gremlin on the wing. You don't freak out because you've been there before. It's okay.
Yeah. No gremlins.
So this was the highest you've ever been, right?
Absolutely. Like 39,000 feet or something.
Yeah. You've reached a new level of
and
euphoria.
Fastest. I was literally saying that.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
I was like, this is the highest and fastest I've ever been in my entire life.
Yep. It transforms your body and mind.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Humans weren't meant to be so high and so fast, but with the power of technology.
Everything went smoothly. But yeah, it's a weird experience to just like, get off at an airport you've never been to. Like you just disembark the plane and you're just like in a new place.
Yeah.
And like new surroundings. You don't know what you're getting into until you step off.
Yeah.
Like we were flying into the Wilmington airport and got there, and it's like everyone's in like, they have like rocking chairs in the airport, and it's like everyone looks Southern. I was like, Anastasia, we are in the South now.
Yeah.
We have entered a new area on the map.
They only sit in rocking chairs. Every room is the front porch.
Yeah, that's literally literally true.
All right, I'm going to bring you back to Iowa now.
Okay.
All right, we're coming back to the ground. This is an email I got earlier this week from a certain gubernatorial campaign. Hey, I like things that make sense.
I don't. I think things that don't make sense are oftentimes more entertaining or better than things that make sense. Yeah.
How about we stop making sense?
Yeah. It's a banger. Banger movie.
Okay, I like things that make sense. Hardly a groundbreaking stance, or so you'd think. Take my extremist opponent, Zach Lawn. ... Please.
Is he doing a "take my wife, please" joke?
Kinda,
Is he
yeah.
implying that he and Zach are a married couple?
And they're sick of each other. Yeah.
I feel like Republicans are going to be like, he's trying to take Zach Lawn away from us.
Take my Zach Lawn. Please, tug my collar. And then in brackets here, Insert my standard dad joke apology and my standard disclaimer that this toss-up race will be historically expensive, so anything you can chip in to help me win makes a huge difference.
Okay. Yeah,
I've
heard that before.
I don't think "Take My Wife, Please" is a dad joke.
Yeah, it's not really. It's also like very dated and somewhat misogynist.
Yeah,
at least,
that's a joke from like 100 years ago.
Repurposing it.
Sure. He's
but it's, I don't know. I don't even know, like, if you didn't know that joke, like, if you're like a Zoomer, because Zoomers are all for Rob Sand.
No sense.
It just makes no sense. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Okay, and then he gets a little bit into
he is targeting
policy.
Republicans, he's targeting older people. He's targeting senior citizens. So
yeah. There's just a short list of like the extremist policies of Zach Lon. There's actually like some substance here that I would like to discuss. Zach Lon's nightmarish plan for Iowa includes banning abortion at conception without exceptions, funneling our tax dollars into no oversight school voucher programs, and launching a witch hunt for supposed Marxism in Iowa classrooms. Marxism is in quotation marks, and then in parentheses and italicized, as if Republicans haven't been in charge for over a decade. So it's that last bit, I'm like, what is Rob trying to say here? So the Zach Lon campaign for governor wants to launch a witch hunt, meaning the witch hunt is not already in effect, a witch hunt for supposed Marxism in Iowa classrooms, as if Republicans haven't been in charge for over a decade.
It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Meaning, they've already witch hunted all the Marxism out of the Iowa classrooms.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
Or he's saying, well, you've been in charge for all this time, and you haven't eradicated the Marxism yet. What have you guys been doing?
Someone needs to ask Rob Sand if it's okay to teach Marxism. Like, is that okay?
Right.
It's actually like kind of like important to understand the world. I mean, even if you don't agree with it, like it's a force that has like shaped our world in very relevant ways.
Yeah, perhaps the most relevant development of like the last 2 centuries in terms of like political philosophies. Yeah.
Also, I feel like there probably are at least a couple classes at some of the universities in Iowa that at least brush upon Marxism.
Sure.
Maybe not in a comprehensive or, fair way, but it's once again just like throwing it to his opponents, being like, yeah, like, we're not going to ban Marxism. You guys already did it for us.
Yeah, mission accomplished. It honestly feels a little risky for Rob to even like use the word Marxism in a campaign email. That's like, you are touching on a real thing, and that like you should avoid this. This is not within the confines of the Rob Sand campaign, the PR image of Rob Sand. You don't even know what that word is. You don't know what that is. You're an aw shucks boy from Decorah. You've never heard of Karl Marx.
The thing is, though, is he probably does. I mean, he definitely is not a Marxist. He definitely probably does not agree with any tenets of Marxism. But I think he's smarter than he's letting on, as usual.
I don't know. I believe him when he says, I've never heard of Karl Marx. I don't know. What happened? What happened in the early 20th century over there in Europe? I don't know. I don't know nothing about that. Anyway, that's really all I wanted to talk about with that stupid Rob Sand email. Oh yeah, you were gone when he selected Dave Mulbauer as his running mate. Were you excited to see a man in a cowboy hat? On both tickets, we got cowboy hat guys.
Yeah, I was like, man, this is a manly election.
Yes,
this is these guys are just salt of the earth.
Finally, an election for me.
Yeah, for real. I feel like I've been excluded from all political discourse because of woke now, and now we got some white guys. They're posturing. They're letting us know that they have white guy values, and that's really important. And that's that's the only way you can win elections is you have to appeal to white guys.
To the exclusion of all other demographics.
To the exclusion of all other demographics. I thought it was funny. I saw people speculating like, oh, of course he's going to pick a woman or a minority. It's like, I don't think you understand. I mean, again, Rob Sand is an enigma, and you put whatever you want onto him because he doesn't really talk in specifics. And
by design, yes. You
design.
Project your own values onto him if you are a
But
liberal.
it's just like, he does not. If you think that Rob Sand cares about, like, you know, he hasn't even posted about Pride. He hasn't said anything about Pride. I think I saw like a Iowa Standard. I mean, that's funny that Iowa Standard or whatever is attacking about it, but they're like, he posted about Pride in all these non-election years, and in the 2 years that he was up for election, he does not post about it, which is fucking hilarious.
I mean, fuck Jacob Hall. He's a bigot. He's pointing this out to, like, you know, stoke some sort of flames, but like, valid point. Rob Sand acknowledged Pride when he was not running for election, but not this year, not in 2022. I mean, that's pretty clear what he's doing. So the Iowa City Pride stuff was this weekend, and there was a presence from, like, the Josh Turek campaign.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'm sure the man himself wasn't around, but somebody wrote on a sign, like, the quote from his spokesperson, like, the day of the primary, where he was like, no men in women's sports. Just wrote that on a sign and held it up on a piece of cardboard next to his little booth.
That rocks. I'm sure there was some Rob Sand people at the Capital City Pride, but I actually went to the People's Pride yesterday, which is like the non-corporate
the
Pride.
Good one. Yeah.
yeah. And there was, no political stuff except for Des Moines Mutual Aid, which,
nice.
Should support them.
I was sitting at the table for the Iowa Trans Mutual Aid Fund yesterday at the Pride event. And I did see, like, a probably 65-year-old guy wearing a Rob Sand shirt, and I left him alone.
That's good.
I didn't harass him. He just seemed like some guy, not like a campaign operative.
Yeah.
Okay, I got, like, several stories here selected for us. Some of them more fun than others. Did anything catch your eye, Evan? Anything you think would be a good starter?
I don't know. The libertarian stuff is pretty fucking funny.
We should get into that, yeah. So, Marco Battaglia, who's, like, run as a libertarian in several elections over the past few years, he was running for Congress in your district. That's what he was.
Yeah, District 3.
That's what he was trying to get on the ballot for, and he's been kicked off the ballot because that's not his real name. His real name is Mark Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
His name is Mr. Anderson. And I have here an article from Little Village. They are reprinting a piece by Robin Opsahl of the Iowa Capitol Dispatch, but they included some additional photos in the Little Village article. That's why I picked this one specifically. Okay, Robin Opsahl. Libertarian candidates kicked off the ballot in Iowa after alleged pressure campaign involving RFK Jr. So that's where this one gets interesting. And I'm considering maybe we should actually talk to Marco.
He has asked us before. Mark Anderson has tried to get on the podcast, I think, multiple times. And is like, I don't know about multiple, but he is very active on any social media platform. I've seen his posts on Facebook. I've seen him on Reddit. He's like posting Ask Me Anything on Reddit as if most people know who he is.
Have anything to ask. Yeah.
He's like posting the stuff about RFK that we're going to get into with like basically no context. Like, again, he's
weird.
acting like he's a public figure, and I'm sorry, man. There are zero libertarians in politics, and like no one knows like who's running for governor or president as a libertarian. I have no fucking clue. No one fucking knows. Gary Johnson is dead, you know. Ron Paul is dead. It's over. You lost. You got invaded by MAGA, and it's over. Sorry to say.
Yeah, the
this is more evidence
is kind
of that.
Evaporated. Yeah, the juice just wasn't there. All right, reading the article now. The state objections panel ruled Monday that 2 libertarian candidates running for governor and Congress shall be taken off the 2026 Iowa general election ballot, sustaining challenges to their qualifications. A third libertarian survived a challenge to his campaign paperwork and will remain on the November ballot. Now, do you know, Evan, I don't know if you read ahead, but do you know who is the libertarian who succeeded in staying on the ballot?
I can't remember. No, I knew the Gluba guy is gone. I only know that because his name is cool. Gluba.
I think he's 2nd district, if I remember right.
I do. I remember. Yeah, go ahead.
One GOP challenge questioned the validity of Rick Stewart's place on the ballot for Iowa's 2nd congressional district. Okay, so obviously it's not Gluba in the 2nd, it's Rick Stewart. As he had identified himself as Rick Stewart on his affidavit of candidacy, a different version of his name from Richard Stewart, which was used on some nominating petitions.
Come on, man.
Yeah, all of these challenges are like, come on. We all, like, we know who these guys are. It's not like Rick and Richard. It's like...
Yeah.
A 3-person panel made up of Iowa Secretary of State Paul Pate, Attorney General Brenna Byrd, and State Auditor Rob Sand did not accept this objection. Pate said it was, quote, very common for candidates to run using shortened versions of their names. So yeah. Richard to Rick, that's allowed.
That's common sense.
Okay, now, there was another name-based objection that the panel ruled to support. In the 3rd Congressional District, 2 Republicans associated with U.S. Representative Zach Nunn's re-election campaign filed a challenge to Libertarian candidate Marco Battaglia's candidacy on the basis that this name differs from his legal name, Mark T. Anderson. Okay, now this is more of a difference, right? Richard Stewart to Rick Stewart, Mark T. Anderson to Marco Battaglia. That's quite different.
Mm-hmm.
However, the candidate argued that he is best known by the name Marco Battaglia, which he uses in his work as a musician and podcaster.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's more known for being on the ballot in other elections.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, exactly. I feel like if that's like, you should be grandfathered in at that point, right?
Yeah, if you've allowed him to run as Marco Battaglia several times already, like,
yeah,
it would be doing a disservice to his campaign to change names now.
Yeah, I mean, for all the shit talking I did, I fully support his appeal here, or, you know, his argument.
Yeah.
Like, he should be on the ballot.
He and Stephanie Berlin, chair of the Libertarian Party of Iowa, told the panel this name meets the requirement mentioned by Pate that it would not create voter confusion, as it is the name he is known by professionally and as a previous candidate for office. Yeah, he's appeared on the ballot numerous times using that name. This is interesting. So, again, this panel is made up of Rob Sand, Paul Pate, and Brenna Byrd. So 1 Democrat, 2 Republicans. Sand, a Democrat, asked Battaglia and Berlin if they believe there was an estoppel argument, a legal doctrine preventing a party from arguing from a position that contradicts their own previous positions on the basis that this name had been accepted onto the ballot in other elections. So it feels like he's like trying to coach them. like, hey, what if you argued this, huh? I don't have the legal qualifications to really understand all the ins and outs of that. I don't even know if I said the word correctly. Estoppel.
I think you got it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Shout out to Rob Sand for sticking up for the little guys.
The libertarians, which of course he's like, I'm sure he's very aligned with politically.
Little Marco.
Berlin, again, this is the representative from the state party, the Libertarian Party, said she agreed with this perspective and also said other candidates are allowed to move forward with names that differ from their legal names. She pointed to U.S. Representative Ashley Hinson, running for Senate, who still uses her maiden name Hinson as a candidate while her legal last name is now Arenholtz, which I did not realize.
I didn't either, but I mean, it makes sense because, like, Ashley Arenholtz, it sounds like German. And, you know, it might be some negative connotations there. Yeah,
that blonde woman with a German name.
You can't.
It's a little... And plus all of her, like, policy positions are fascist, so it's like...
Yeah.
You gotta have a little bit of distance from, like, blatant Nazi imagery. Byrd, a Republican, said she did not believe these were the same situations. I guess what I didn't realize was, like, Ashley Hinson got married after she started her political career. I didn't realize. I don't know. I guess. Yeah,
I'm not too invested in her personal life, but.
Well, I certainly am. Okay, this is Brenna Byrd's comments here. I guess the only legal comment I would make is I don't think Iowa law allows someone to run for office under a fictitious name that's not their name. So then, yeah, Byrd and Pate voted to sustain the objection. So Marco is off the ballot in the 3rd district. And then, yeah, they've got a screenshot of a Facebook post here from Marco on this little Village article. J.D. Vance has had 3 distinct legal names throughout his life. He was born James Donald Bowman, then legally became James David Hommel after being adopted by his mother's third husband, and finally took the surname Vance as an adult to honor his maternal grandparents. Then we've got a series of emojis. There's an eagle, American flag,
Yeah.
the Star Trek live long and prosper salute. He does that one a lot.
Yeah, he does do that. He loves emojis, for sure. I mean, weren't those legal name changes? It's a little different, right?
I think it is different.
But also, it is funny because it's like, that's so JD Vance to change your name 3 times because you are you're constantly becoming a different version of yourself.
Reinventing yourself.
Yeah, reinventing yourself to, do whatever you can to get ahead.
Yeah. Not a consistent personality there. Gluba was the Libertarian candidate for governor. That's who it is. And he has also been kicked off the ballot. What was the deal with him?
I don't remember.
The state objections panel ruled that Jules Cutler is the lieutenant governor candidate for the Libertarians. Cutler did not submit an affidavit of candidacy as lieutenant governor by the 5 p.m. deadline on June 2nd, meaning the campaign did not meet a requirement to make it onto the ballot. This is funny. Rob Sand recused himself from consideration of this challenge. Secretary of Agriculture Mike Naig, a Republican, took Sand's place on the board. Yeah, I mean, I guess, he has to recuse himself because that's his race. But that does, this whole thing is kind of bullshit. This panel is made up of, statewide elected officials. Partisan insiders, if you will.
Partisan insiders, for sure.
So, obviously, the conventional wisdom is that libertarians are going to take some votes away from Republicans. Mm-hmm. It's not 1-to-1, but generally, yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know if that, I don't know. Rob Sand probably doesn't really stand to benefit, I don't think, from having this guy on the ballot, because I feel like libertarians could also take away from Rob Sand votes. Those are the kind of Republicans that he is kind of chasing a little bit. So I don't know if it really would make much of a difference.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the third parties are fairly irrelevant in the big statewide races, at least. But yeah, the idea that he needs to recuse himself because he has a vested interest in this, as if 3 statewide elected Republicans don't have a vested interest on whether there's a libertarian candidate for governor on the ballot. These are not impartial.
Well, yeah, and all of the challenges are being brought by Republicans.
By campaign operatives explicitly.
Yeah.
The Zach Nunn campaign was involved here. Okay, the actually truly interesting part of this is Marco's response to what happened. First reported by the Des Moines Register, Battaglia said none, and of course Marco posted all of this himself on social media. We could go straight to the source, but Battaglia said none, as well as U.S. Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy contacted him and urged him to end his campaign. One of the individuals who contacted his campaign submitted a challenge to the state objection panel. Annie Kuhl, a campaign advisor for Nunn. Annie Kuhl. It's Kuhle, but Kuhl. Annie Kuhl. That's a good name. During meetings with Kuhl and Nunn, Butler said Battaglia was offered many things to drop out. Time in the White House, time to go visit people.
Time to go visit people. Okay.
Yeah, you get visitation rights with RFK Jr.
Get to hang out with RFK, go to Steak and Shake with RFK, go look at the reflecting pool. Too late to see the UFC fight, but
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I think that these offers were being made a while ago.
Oh, so that's true.
That could have been part of the deal.
Libertarians love UFC.
Yeah. I wonder if Marco's a Rogan fan. Probably, right?
I would say he's probably listened to some Rogan.
Screenshots of texts between the parties show Battaglia wrote, "I would consider it if you would be willing to introduce impeachment of the president for treason, bribery, and other high crimes and misdemeanors." Kuhl responded with thanks for continued communications. But to be clear, this is not a negotiation. Zach will not be making any promises about official policy actions in exchange for your removal from the ballot, Kuhl wrote. And I think that would be unethical. If they were to make a deal like that. But weirdly threatening and pressuring a third-party candidate to drop out, that's certainly well within your rights and not fucked up at all.
Yeah. We found this thing that you might have fucked up, and we're just letting you know so that, we're helping you by letting you know about this.
Right.
Also, come hang out in DC,
We're friends. We're all friends here. We're not trying to harm you in any way. Keep in mind, like, the thing that got him off the ballot was the name discrepancy. Mm-hmm. But this is what Annie Cool of the Zach Nunn campaign wrote in a text message. We came to you to make you aware that you may have accepted a bribe or an illegal in-kind contribution, and you could possibly be in legal FEC and or ethical jeopardy, and an offer to help. We are moving forward with a full investigation. Now, that seems maybe like bullshit, because that didn't come into play. They just got him off the ballot because his name is a little weird. Yeah.
Apparently they're saying they were alleging possibly that there was some third-party organization that collected signatures on his behalf without being reported or something. But I don't know if that ever even was discussed. I don't think that was what the challenge was.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know.
Marco told the Register he did not believe the signatures were collected in a dubious way. And then we've got a very nice photo of Marco posing with RFK Jr. On June 12th of... this was posted on June 12th of 2026. I'm sure this is at least a year or two old. Robert looks kind of thin in this picture.
Yeah, I think his hair looks darker also, but might just be the lighting.
This is maybe a few years ago. There is strong evidence that the ballot access signatures submitted for Marco Battaglia / Mark Anderson were collected by dark money outside groups with ties to the Democrat Party, Cool said in a statement. I met with Marco Battaglia / Mark Anderson to inform him of my concerns regarding the origin of those signatures, notify him that I intended to challenge the petitions, and discuss my plans to investigate the circumstances surrounding their collection. I also asked whether he would be willing to cooperate with that investigation. No offer, inducement, or thing of value was ever proposed or provided in exchange for withdrawing the nomination petitions. Battaglia told Politico that Nunn did, in fact, make him an offer during his visit on June 7th. Yes. Marco says that Zach Nunn came to his fucking house earlier this month. He alleges that Nunn said, "We'll fly you out to D.C. and you can be my wingman. We'll make you the poster boy for election integrity, and we'll hang out with Robert Kennedy Jr."
Do you think he said wingman because he's in the Air Force?
Yes.
Like, are they going
Top
out
Nunn.
to Top Nunn? We can fly in formation together.
You can be my wingman. You can help me cheat on my wife.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he's a married man.
And then, we've got an embedded Facebook post here from Marco, who has changed his display name on Facebook to Mark Thomas Anderson.
That's awesome.
This is like, he was texting RFK. I think that's what this screenshot is.
Oh, no, he says he called, RFK Jr. called him personally.
Yeah.
After Zach Nunn came to his house.
This is Marco's post on June 15th. You're going to hear some things. Big things. And as an electronic media major and an oath-taking / keeping ethical journalist, I want to give you my truth. That's us as well. We are oath-taking and oath-keeping ethical journalists. I will swear on anything under oath, and this is on record for anyone to use. Yes, Nunn came to my house. Yes, he told me what I believe to be egregious lies and asked me to drop out. I said no. Then I got a call from Washington, D.C. RFK Jr. called, and imagine being on the phone with that guy, with his voice.
Yeah. Yeah, like, you'd have to, you couldn't put him on speaker, right? It would just, it would be unintelligible.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? Eventually, you just have to pretend that you understand what he's saying. Because you can't just say, what? RFK Jr. called, and he was really nice. We had a long, good conversation. He leaned on me slightly to consider dropping out. I said no. But I did tell him I would gladly work with him and anyone on getting the federal government out of the drug war. on decriminalization and legalization of especially, but not exclusively, cannabis and psychedelics, helping everyone have access to nutritious foods and medicines, helping to clean up pollution in the land, water, and air, ending mass incarceration, improving the justice systems, and on extensive immigration reform in the spirit of his father and uncle. Who are RFK's father and uncle?
Never heard of him.
What?
He came out of nowhere. RFK, this guy, no connections whatsoever. I mean, shout out to Marco for at least promoting the only good aspects of libertarianism.
Sure, yeah, and trying to like appeal to like the public image that RFK was trying to present to the world until 2 years ago.
I feel like that's why they had RFK call him, is because they might have some similarities as far as their politics.
Sure, yeah. There's one glaring omission there, of course. One of RFK Jr.'s most important crusades is missing from the list there. That would be his opposition to most vaccines.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So also props to Marco for not bringing up, medical freedom, liberty.
Yeah.
This is where I feel like what's going on here is like they're trying to flatter him, make him feel like he's more important than he is, and convince him to like step aside or whatever.
Definitely.
And I think it almost like worked a little bit, because he says here, I think I could have had an offer to join the big club by a congressman and a Kennedy, but I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, they've seen his Facebook posts. They've seen his posts on Reddit, and they're like, we can get this guy because he loves to self-promote. He loves to, put himself out there. So we're going to just flatter him to pieces.
Right. Yeah. They're just trying to get you to do one thing, and then they're going to like forget your name, like,
come on.
So, I mean, obviously you didn't accept their offer, their like weird pressure campaign, but like you weren't really going to be their friend if you had accepted their offer. The only club I need is with my people right here in District 3. If I go anywhere, I will be representing them, not some elite class of criminals. Any other nonsense you hear are just attempts to sway the election by outside parties. Now he's got some. Oh, is on in the comments. I want to cut that.
Cut that.
He has like some receipts here. Like he had text messages, I guess, between him and the nun campaign person, Annie Cool. Mm-hmm. Whatever the screenshot is with the RFK, like he sent what looks like a doctored photo of JFK, like in lockup or something.
Yeah, what the fuck is that about?
Now, this does not prove any communication between him and RFK. It's just like he sent something to who he claims to be RFK. If you really want us to believe it, give us his phone number.
Yeah.
Give us RFK Jr.'s personal cell phone number, and I will believe that this happened. But like, I'm sure like parts of this are true, and the fact that Zach Nunn seemingly got like HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy involved to try to get a libertarian off the ballot in his district. Like, is this really going to affect the outcome that much? Like, are you that concerned that you can't even have one third party candidate getting like 1% of the vote?
I don't know. That I think that race has been declared a toss-up.
Every vote counts.
According to, I don't know, Cook or Rasmussen, or I don't fucking know.
One of those guys.
One of them guys. Sabato's crystal ball.
So yeah, Marco, I mean, I guess, like I said, you give me RFK's phone number, you're welcome on the podcast. You want to talk about some crimes?
Sure.
I think this might be my favorite of the articles that I selected for this week. Clark Kaufman in the Iowa Capital Dispatch. Capital Dispatch, always doing good work. Always putting out good stories for us to read about. This is like several stories of like government employees misusing funds in one way or another. The main story here. Code enforcement officer used city funds to buy a TV to watch at work.
Is that so wrong?
Now, is this a problem? I mean, was he supposed to bring his own TV from home?
Yeah, there could be other people who are in his office who want to watch TV too, It's not just
Could be good for office morale.
Yeah. Especially if it's like a really big TV, you know? The bigger the TV is, the more people can see it, right?
Right, yeah.
So you have to, if you're going to do that, if you're going to use city funds to buy a TV, you got to buy a really big one.
I don't think they describe the like situation of his office. So if there's like transparent walls, you know, even people outside of the room could watch TV with you. You can maybe set up a speaker system so it's like intercoms all around the office. Everyone can hear what's on the TV, even if they're not in view of it.
Also, TV, nice, you can use it like a monitor, you know, you could do slideshows on it, you know?
I think if you do work on it even once, it qualifies as like a business expense.
Yeah.
A City of Harlan employee who purchased a television for his office with city money was fired after refusing the city's request that he resign, according to state records. Harlan, I believe this is like a northwest Iowa town. Oh, not super north, but yeah, just like a couple hours west of Des Moines.
Mm-hmm.
Small town, though. The city of Harlan is a population about 5,000. Okay. And if your town is that small, you're not bringing in enough tax money to buy TVs. I'm sorry.
I mean, I just need to know more about the TV. You know, how big was it? Was it OLED or was it LCD? Yeah. You know, 4K. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't really know what's up with TV technology these days.
Yeah, no, I use old TVs mostly. State records show that Jack Gubbles worked for the city of Harlan from August of 2021 as a code enforcement officer until he was fired in October of 2025 for not following instructions, according to city officials. That'll get you every time when you don't follow the instructions at work.
Yeah.
Gubbles' duties included assisting with animal control and responding to complaints of unmowed lawns, abandoned vehicles, and building concerns. Can you get the unmowed lawns thing out of there?
Yeah.
Can we leave people alone?
Yeah. Reclaim your lawns for fucking prairie grass, man. Get this mowing shit. Also, like, with all the watering bans and stuff, just let it fucking go, man. I don't know if they're probably not under a watering ban.
But you are.
Yeah, I am.
Right? Yeah. Not that you.
Not that I have a lawn to water.
Yeah.
Or that I would, you know, if I did.
Right. Yeah.
It's so insane to care about that.
Yeah, if you've like fucking rat on your neighbors because their grass is too long, you're like a piece of shit. like I think you're genuinely a bad person.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
When I lived in Cedar Rapids, like we were the poorest people in the entire neighborhood, and we, like, everyone else had lawn services, and our lawn, when we first moved into that house, it was like a jungle, like the gardens, like it was totally overgrown.
Kind of a big lawn too, right?
It was a big lawn, yeah. We cleaned it up, but there was still like dandelions sometimes, and like sometimes the grass got a little long, and we got a letter in the mail from it was a note, really, from our next door neighbor who was like, we will offer to pay for lawnscaping services or whatever, landscaping. And my dad was very prideful and then declined their offer.
Yeah. Like,
which is like the right thing to do. Like, that's insane to like.
If you accept that offer, you're like letting them into your lives in a really fucked up way.
Fuck off, too. It was like an old couple. Like, they didn't even go outside for all I was aware, you know. They're
just like opening the blinds and peeking at your yard.
Yeah,
like,
for real.
I still haven't done it. Yeah. So my parents moved to like the same neighborhood that you used to live in, like right before I left Cedar Rapids. And when we first moved into that house, we had my grandma's old car, and we had recently like moved her into like an assisted living place. Mm-hmm. So her old shitty car, which we were about to scrap, was like parked in front of the house for a couple days as we arranged to like have it picked up to take off to the junkyard or whatever. And like everyone was at work except me the day that this happened, and like a cop showed up at our house.
What?
Yeah. Because this old shitty car was parked on the street for like 2 days, and he was like, you got to get this off the street. And I'm like, yeah, we're about to. So one of the neighbors like called it in. Like, we had just moved in, and the neighbors were like, oh, these white trash rednecks.
That actually happened to me too. Like in 2008 when there was a flood.
Yeah.
My uncle and his ex-wife had to live with us because their house was fucking underwater.
Mhm.
And because like there's extra cars, they brought their car or cars, I can't remember, but I had to park my shitty 1994 Ford Escort like on like a side street for like a couple days while they were living with us. And then I got a tag on my car like, you can't park here. It's like, there's like, like fucking, there's empty parking spaces everywhere. Like it's also like a residential, like very residential neighborhood. In fact, a dead end that like there's no reason for you to even fucking care.
It's just these like busybodies who like, my neighborhood has to be pristine and perfect at all times, so my neighbors must adhere to the rules.
That was stupid.
This is why you don't want to live around like retired wealthy people. They got nothing better to do than call the cops on you. For stuff that doesn't affect them in any way. Okay. Back to this story. The city of Harlan. I just got too worked up about unmowed lawns. According to the state record, city administrator Gervis McGonja spoke to Gubbles in August or September of 25 about concerns that citizen complaints were not being investigated and Gubbles was not fulfilling the duties of his job. Again, this is a town of 5,000. His job was to, like, follow up on complaints of unmowed lawns. So, honestly, this guy fucking around watching TV at his office was probably to the benefit of the people of Harlan.
Right.
At some point, the city became aware Gubbles had, without authorization, used the city's card to purchase a television in August or September of 2025. According to Maganja's testimony at a subsequent hearing, Gubbles said he purchased the TV along with other items, after his office was relocated from the fire department, and that he made the purchase so he could watch television while at work.
Makes sense. I mean, I assume the fire department must have had a TV, right? He was just trying to furnish his new office the same way the old one was furnished.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it really sounds like the TV was just an excuse to fire him, like after him not following up on
just not doing his job,
lawn complaints.
Yeah, I love like what's being painted here is like they're pressing him on like, why did you use city money to buy this TV? And his answer is so I could watch TV. This guy seems pretty cool. City officials gave him the option of either returning the television for a refund or reimbursing the city for the expense and then removing it from the office. Gubbles opted to reimburse the city. City officials cited the television purchase, Gubbles' job performance, and his decision to pursue part-time employment in addition to his city job in deciding to fire him. So not only he bought the TV, he wasn't doing the work, and he also had a side gig.
I mean, how are you going to reimburse them for the TV if you don't have, you need extra money for that, right?
Yeah. Look, I bought the TV with city funds because I didn't have the funds. So now you want me to pay for the TV, I'm going to have to like do some Uber Eats or something. Right? Yes, on the clock. Yes, while I'm working for you, I'm going to have to do some double duty to pay for this damn TV.
Yeah. What is his other option? Embezzle funds and then have Rob Sand come after him? Like,
no, obviously he's not going to get away with it. We have the taxpayers watchdog.
Yeah.
This is exactly the kind of person who gets unfairly targeted by the state auditor. Gubbles later stated the city presented him with a letter of voluntary resignation, and that when he refused to sign it, the city prepared a second letter terminating his employment. Gubbles then applied for unemployment benefits, which led to a hearing last month before administrative law judge Jennifer Beckman. Beckman recently ruled. So do you think that this guy should get unemployment?
Yeah, hell yeah.
What we've heard so far?
Pretty much everyone should.
Yeah, I agree. Even if you're fired for cause, it's like it's still a disruption to your life to have your income source, stopped suddenly. You need, but also, I mean, fundamentally, your ability to live inside and eat food should not be entirely dependent on your ability to follow the rules at a workplace.
Yeah, follow the instructions.
Yeah, even like shitheads who can't do their job. And this is like me. I'm not like talking down to shitheads who don't do their jobs. Like I am of that class.
Yeah.
We should also be able to live somewhat comfortably, everyone should.
Yeah.
Okay, Beckman recently ruled that Goebbels was entitled to unemployment benefits, citing the state law that indicates a current act of workplace misconduct is required to disqualify someone from collecting benefits. We got a great quote from the judge here that will support all of our ideology regarding unemployment support. While the decision to terminate Goebbels may have been a sound decision from a management viewpoint, the employer did not present sufficient persuasive evidence that the claimant engaged in job-related misconduct. As a result, the employer has not met the burden of proof to establish that he engaged in misconduct that would disqualify him from benefits. So this is a victory for anyone who has ever used the company card to buy themselves a TV to watch in the office. But also, I mean, he did agree to reimburse the city. So, like, no harm done, in my opinion.
Yeah, for real. I think, like, to be disqualified from benefits, you have to, like, have, like, actively been doing things that would harm. Like, you can't just be like, you can get fired for being incompetent and get employment benefits. You'd have to, like, actively harm the business to be disqualified, I think.
Yeah. And yeah, the worst thing he did, so he was in charge of what, animal control as well. So what kind of animals do you think they got in Harlan? They probably have a werewolf problem or something.
Yeah.
That sounds like a place where there's going to be some cryptids roaming around.
Mm-hmm.
So the worst that happened is somebody probably got eaten by like a chupacabra in the middle of the night, and due to his negligence. But that could happen to anyone.
The Harlan hare. zombie rabbit.
Yeah. And then the rest of this article, there's sort of like a quick rundown of several other people who had like unemployment hearings. There was one of these that like I loved. Let me see if I can remember which one I liked the most. Oh yeah, it's this one. It's the last one.
Oh yeah.
I want us all to have some grace for this person as I read their story. Okay. Like, much like the TV man, none of us really want to do our jobs, right? So have some empathy for these people. Cheryl McDonald, who worked as a paraeducator and a supervisor of in-school student suspensions for the Fort Dodge Community School District from November 2024 until February of 2026, when she was fired for a lack of professionalism. All right, think about this job. Okay, you're in a public school. You're a paraeducator, which means you're like a step down from a teacher. Mm-hmm. And you're also the supervisor of in-school suspensions. So you are dealing with like the most troubled students all the time.
Is a paraeducator like effectively a substitute teacher? Like, I don't really know what that means, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, my mom did this for a long time in like special education. So it's like teacher's aide, kind of. Classroom assistant, that kind of stuff. So like in a situation where like one teacher is not enough to handle like a group of students, you have like somebody else there.
I see.
Doing additional duties, right? So often shit work.
Yeah.
Like really difficult stuff to be doing in a school. The district alleged that in September of 25, McDonald was given a warning for using profanity in the presence of students and had placed her hands on or near the neck and shoulders of a student in the hallway. Okay, well, that's probably a step too far.
Yeah.
We don't know the details. It says near, so there's a lot of gray area here, but you don't want to touch them if you can at all help it.
Yeah, you don't want to put hands on a child. That's not a good way to keep your job.
No. But again, like that's the kind of situation that a paraeducator is often put in, is like, they're pressured to have some kind of physical restraint on kids, and it's like a really, like, you don't want to do that, but like that's the job you're being given, and it's like, what? Mm-hmm. They probably don't train them enough either, I'm sure, on like how to handle these difficult situations. So again, I'm sure she did some stuff that we would object to, but try not to judge too harshly, everyone. In February 2026, the district stated in state records it had fielded complaints that McDonald referred to students as little fuckers and stated, "I hate this fucking job," and remarked, Mama needs some vodka while in the presence of students. Think back to when we were kids. You ever hear anything like this from a teacher or like a school staff person?
Not that I can recall.
I don't remember anything specific like that, but like
definitely not in a classroom.
Yeah, I was in like a really bad class in 7th grade. We treated this one teacher like really bad.
Yeah.
So we saw some like breakdowns, but I don't think anyone ever said like, I hate this fucking job and I need to drink in front of us. I don't think it ever got to that point.
I definitely recall some very exasperated teachers dealing with, some unruly children.
Yeah.
I also remember, if you went to Cedar Rapids, Washington, there is a certain German teacher who would always go out in the halls and like break up fights and stuff.
Mm-hmm,
and she was a mountain of a woman. She was strong. And she would also like go out and yell at kids. Like if you were like in the hallways, like after passing period was over, like she'd be like, get to class. Like she'd go out in the hallway and like yell at kids.
Speaking of fights at our high school, I don't remember if I've brought this up before, but I think this was in my 9th or 10th grade year. There was a huge fight outside of the cafeteria, and somebody dropped this portable CD player in the fight and just left it there. So I picked it up. I was like, somebody should have this. And it had the Young Jeezy CD with the snowman on it.
Oh, fuck inside. Yeah. Thug Motivation 101. It's a classic.
I didn't keep it, so I don't remember what happened to that. I might have just like put it on a table or something.
Your life could have taken a different path that day if you would have kept the CD.
I would be way cooler now if I had like really seized the moment there. State records show that after McDonald allegedly admitted making the statements, district personnel told her it would be in her best interest to resign. Now, is that really that big of a deal? To call students little fuckers and say, I hate this fucking job and I need some vodka?
Yeah. I need more information again.
Yeah.
The context for why she said it.
Yeah. I'm pretty in control of my language when I'm in front of students.
Yeah.
But I'm teaching college.
Right.
and it's it's not like a behaviorally difficult group of students or anything. Like my job is much easier than what's being described here.
Yeah, you could probably get away with dropping some swears too, right?
I swear very occasionally in front of students, but I try not to. McDonald agreed to do so according to state records, but later changed her mind, refused, was fired, and applied for unemployment benefits. So that's, never. I think that these people have the right idea. Don't agree to resign unless you get like a really good offer.
Mm-hmm.
That led to a hearing before administrative judge Michael Lunn, who ruled that McDonald was not eligible for benefits. So here's what he said. The record establishes that the claimant engaged in inappropriate workplace conduct, including the use of profanity, after previously receiving coaching regarding the importance of appropriate and professional communication with students. The conduct occurred in a middle school setting while supervising minor students. Under these circumstances, the claimant's conduct exceeded a mere isolated instance of poor judgment. Like middle schoolers can't hear the word fuck.
Yeah, I want to hear from the kids. How do they feel about this?
Yeah. Yeah, they should be involved in the hearing,
yeah.
Get a witness in there to testify, like, how did it feel when the paraeducator called you a little fucker? They probably laughed, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say they probably fucking thought it was really, really funny. I mean, I would if I heard a teacher say "Mama needs some vodka," even in middle school, like that's fucking funny.
Yeah, it is.
They probably enjoyed. Yeah, they probably got a real kick out of it.
Yeah, you think none of those kids are hearing that at home?
Yeah.
Some of those kids have alcoholic family members who swear all the time. Come on, they can handle it. What do you think they're watching on their phones, huh? Think they can't hear a little fucking profanity? Well, yeah, we're almost to an hour, and I have an appointment after this. So we didn't cover a lot of like real hard-hitting politics today, but I think we got some good stuff. We got Hold on. I got it here somewhere. I wasn't prepared for this.
Who cares? Shut up.
There. All right.
Thanks.
It's back. It's back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sad that we didn't get to go to the Joel Curtinitis article. It's the name that hasn't come up on the podcast. The Jolker.
That's really the only reason I put it in the notes.
Yeah,
because I hadn't seen his name in so long. Did you read that piece though?
I did. Yeah, I mean,
it's kind of funny.
It's kind of funny. He likes to whine. That's kind of his whole thing, is just whining a lot.
That's all it is. Yeah, and so he's whining about how like state party leadership, Iowa Republican leadership, sort of undermined the grassroots efforts to change some rules in terms of like their state central committee membership or something.
Yeah. They propose like banning sitting legislators from being on the state or the party committee, central committee or whatever.
Right.
Which they're like, no, fuck no.
Yeah. It's funny because it's
like, what did you expect? Honestly, I mean, like, it's not that he's wrong. You know, like they should have debated it or whatever. But like, it would have got shot down.
Yeah, but they like preempted it by sneaking something into a state law that got passed this year, saying that you can't, like, state parties cannot ban elected officials from being part of those committees. It's very funny. They're like, we can't consider this amendment to the party laws because it would violate state law that we just passed.
Yeah, it is pretty funny.
It's a real moment of like, who do you think has the power here, Joel? Mm-hmm. And then the end of the article is like, yeah, I'm going to keep volunteering for their candidates and shit. Like, it's important. Yeah. It's like, well, what the fuck do you want then? Like, you have, if you have any leverage at all, it's like your support of the party.
Yeah. I think they should, let the activists run the party. You know, they'll do a good job.
Yeah. It's a fun sort of mirror, though. Like, seeing how they complain about the internal workings of their party and having seen it up close with the Democrats, it's like, oh, it's all the same shit.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it reminds me of like the Democratic people in the whatever the committee is, like voting on the platform planks, and then like no one
gives a fuck. Yeah.
No one like actually adopting those policies. Like, wasn't there, they had like legalizing weed on there for a long time, like before Rob Sand said anything about it, and like there was 0 Democratic candidates who were willing to actually put their weight behind that.
Yep. In fact, I remember very well at the 2016 state convention for the Iowa Democrats, a bunch of Bernie delegates got legalize all drugs on the state party platform.
That's what it was.
Which is fucking awesome. It's awesome. And then the candidates like completely disregard it, so it doesn't actually matter.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's an eye-opening experience for a lot of people. It very much sucks to try to involve yourself with party politics.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you know, if the Republican, if they didn't, you know, put limits on those activists, like they would be coming out with some crazy shit. I mean, they already have. Like, I don't know, they'd be legalizing more than ivermectin.
Yeah, and anyone who ever even like considers getting an abortion should be executed immediately.
If you have a negative thought about Charlie Kirk, then you are subject to criminal charges.
Yeah, you are not allowed to have gainful employment. Straight to prison. All right, plugs. I will be in the dunk tank for the Little Village 25th anniversary party this coming Saturday, June 27th. The party starts at 5. I don't know when I'm going to be in the dunk tank, probably somewhat early on. I have heard that some local elected officials will also be in the dunk tank at some point.
Then you're getting dunked, man. You're getting dunked.
We're all getting dunked.
I want to see video. Like, once again, if anyone is there, please take a video of Justin getting dunked, because I want to see it.
I'm sure that there will be video. I'll put it on the Patreon behind a $25 purchase paywall.
I got dunked in the Atlantic Ocean and lost my prescription sunglasses, and scraped up my left tit pretty bad.
Is that still, how's the healing process going?
Oh, it's fine. It was just like basically like a rug burn on sand.
Oh yeah. Then later that night on June 27th, I'll be playing a solo set over at Close House, Public Space 1, just down the street from Little Village. Well, you kind of have to go down a hill and then up another hill, but it's pretty much a straight line from Little Village to Close House. Supporting Cast Off Form, who is from Omaha. And then there's also an artist from Sioux City Gut Eater. So I'm looking forward to meeting them. Don't get a lot of people touring from Sioux City over here. That's going to be fun. Hey, have you ever used work funds to purchase a TV for yourself? You have any stories like that? Like unjust firings? We would like to hear about it.
It makes me sad. I've never had like the ability to, like, I've never had a company or, employer provided like credit card or anything.
Yeah. Think about all the stuff you can buy if no one's paying attention. But if that's ever been you or someone close to you, and you have a good story about it, we'd love to hear it. Call us at 319-849-8733. Leave us a voicemail. Your voicemail may appear on a future installment of Rock Hard Caucus, which is a show on our Patreon, patreon.com/rockhardcaucus, which also features a bunch of other series. For example, there's a new episode of Bay Not Me Slippin', which is our Slipknot series. I watched a couple music videos with our friend Lorelei. There's also Speed Freak Read Speak, which is where Tony and I read Sonic the Hedgehog comics and review them and discuss them. We released an episode of that the other day, which is 2.5 hours long and is about season 2 of the Sonic cartoon from the 90s. 2.5 hours of us talking about a Sonic cartoon. I'm sure that's appealing to you, right? If it's not, I do have a new episode with Brian Quimby of Guys coming out later this week. So that maybe you'll like that. It's all on our Patreon.
Sad I was on vacation for that one.
I mean, I can get him back if you want to do another one. I'll call him up right now. See if he wants to join for the last 30 seconds of this episode.
I don't think that's going to fly.
All right, we're going to close out with some local music as usual. If you have music that you make that you would like to appear on the podcast, please reach out to us. Go to our website. There's a link near the top where you can submit your own music. But today we're ending with a track by Toxic Hell, which is a metal band from Cedar Rapids. I saw them at Pokies Fest last weekend, and I was impressed. This is a song called Weeping/Wounded by Toxic Hell. It's pretty good.
Sounds sick.
Yeah. Enjoy, everyone. And, I guess I should tell you, toxichell.bandcamp.com is where you can find this, and you should purchase it for yourself. Well, that's all from us. Thanks for listening to Rock Hard Caucus. Thank you, Evan. I'm glad you're back.
Thank you, Justin. Thank you for having me back.
Yeah. Well, it's your show, too.
I guess.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.